Toto, Steve Porcaro talks about the importance of just being yourself in the world. I'm John Beaudin from Rock History Music. This is part 6 of our interview with Steve Porcaro of Toto. You know, when I talk to artists, I'm never surprised because I expected this. I'm a psychology junkie and I love the human condition. But every time I get off the phone with an artist, I always think they're very much like we are. And of course they are. But some fans forget that. You know, you put your artist on a pedestal and you think somehow they don't have any problems. But they're just like us. Their human condition, their belief systems travel with them wherever they go. They learn the same lessons that we do. You know, hard times makes good people. We all learn the hard way sometimes. We take the scenic route to get to where we're going. I talked to Steve Porcaro about all that stuff. Like I see you, you know, it's that old thing. I ask every artist, what would you tell yourself at 18 knowing what you know now? And let me answer just a question for you. To me, you're just fully realized now. It's almost like young artists don't know what they don't know. You know what I mean? It's like that first album. You don't know what you don't know. You go in. Sometimes you're lucky. Sometimes you're not. Mm-hmm. The times, the sound. Mm-hmm. But I look at you now, and I'm putting words in your mouth. I just see you incredibly comfortable in your skin.
I am. I used to, you know, we all supported each other and loved each other. And I used to go see my brothers and Steve Lukather and these guys at the Baked Potato. I'd go see them every week playing with these monsters, you know, Greg Matheson and, you know what I mean, and Larry Carlton and I would leave every time just beating myself up about how much I had to get my shit together. And I got to get my jazz chops and I got to quit screwing around and get serious. And every time I'd go out of there just beating myself up. And I don't do that anymore. You know, that story I just told you about when I was young and I kind of assess the situation, really come to realize I just have to keep reminding myself of that all the time. And it's really what I always tell young musicians is to, you know, to try to find your voice. What is it that makes you unique in the world? You know what I mean? And then go for the balls with that, to separate yourself from everybody. You know, I've always been in a band with another keyboard player, but I just wanted to be handy to be around. You know what I mean? I just wanted to be invited to the party, you know, and be invited to the sessions and contribute. And now I'm just very comfortable with, I know that there's nobody that's as good at being Steve Porcaro as I am. And I hate hearing myself being referred to in the third person like that, but you know what I'm saying? It's just, I know that, you know what, there's a million guys now that can do what I do, and there's all kinds of great musicians, but if you want my thing, you know what I mean? It's and I'm just always honing my thing and just wanting to get better and better at what it is I do. Instead of worrying about being able to play jazz, you know what I mean? I don't worry about that anymore. I just you know, it's like when I started doing film. You know, James Newton Howard mentored me, and I kind of was modeling what I was doing after him, and I had some scores that were just like, you know, it was like a watered down James Newton Howard. You know what I'm saying? It was, instead of being the best Steve Porcaro I could be, I was trying to see if I could be that guy. You know what I mean?
How noisy was it in your house growing up? Because I get a feeling that there was nonstop music, but that's the cliche. But was it a noisy house? Everyone was playing something.
Yeah, no, it was noisy because Jeff usually had, you know, it was usually Jeff with the headphones on practicing, you know what I mean? As far as, that's the only way he practiced for the most part. Headphones on, playing the records, you know what I mean? All day long, you know? Yeah, I never was that great of a student, you know, I never, you know what I'm saying? Perhaps I would have been able to play jazz and all that stuff if I practiced as much as I was supposed to. I was always, you know, I've always had trouble focusing.
Make sure you comment on our video, subscribe to our channel, and share our videos. I'm John Beaudin. This is Rock History Music.